better be able to fuel ourselves. This country cannot depend upon some Middle East sheikh or some despot or some country who's already obscenely rich with oil money. I, for one, am tired of putting the credit card into the gas pump and helping to make the Saudi royal family just a little richer and us just a little more dependent on them for our energy needs. And this country needs to make up its mind that within 10 years we're going to be completely energy independent from all foreign sources, have our own domestically produced, environmentally safe, and sustainable forms of energy. And it's not that unthinkable. I know people say, well, that can be done in that length of time. John Kennedy challenged this country to put a man on the moon and come back in 8 years. He said actually within a decade, and 8 years later, I sat there and watched on that black and white television in my parents' living room, Neil Armstrong put his feet down on the moon and say, one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind. This country wants to do that, really puts its mind to it. The same country that built the atomic bomb in 3 years can come up with alternative energy sources in 10. I was just yesterday visiting a windmill production and a wind turbine production plant, not all that far from here in Cedar Rapids. It's pretty impressive. One of those turbines, 2.5 megawatt turbines, can produce enough electricity to power 8,000 to 10,000 homes. And I got to thinking about, wind is free. And if we really want to know where to get it, I mean, you've got plenty in Iowa out there on those plains, but my gosh, set one of those things right in front of the U.S. Capitol, and every time Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid make a statement, those rotors will whirl. And we'll be powering Washington with a brand new source of energy. In addition, think of all the sources, whether it's ethanol and biofuels and wind and solar and hydrogen, all those combinations to help us become energy independent. And that'll be a critical part of our freedom.